So in the last session, we worked on the supervisor hierarchy. Today we'll discuss job level hierarchy and as well as the position hierarchy. Okay, I'll show you position hierarchy now. Okay, so position hierarchy, it's going to work based on the positions, not based on the job. Not based on the job, it works based on the positions. Like procurement manager, procurement director, procurement senior director. It works based on the positions of the employees. Suppose if you assign these three positions to the employees like A and B and C, that means as per the position hierarchy, A documents has to be approved by B and B documents has to be approved by C. So we have to build this hierarchy in the application. We have to build this hierarchy in the application. Okay, so how to build this hierarchy? But before we create positions, we need to create a job and we need to create a department. Job and department are mandatory to create a position. So first we'll create department and next we'll create jobs and next we'll create positions. And we'll assign the job and position to the employees, respective employees. For A, B, C, we will assign the jobs and positions. Okay. Now, in the last session, which instance I used dev 6, right? I think dev 6 or dev 46.
Dev 6. Dev 6. But dev 46 is also working fine.
Okay. Ravi, Mani is your friend, right?
Manish.
Yeah, you connected as Mani.
No.
Manish, mute yourself. So Manish Kumar is also there. Who is this Mani?
Yes, bro.
Who is this Mani?
Krishna, bro.
Huh?
Yes, bro, I'm muting myself.
Okay. Okay, I'll show you how to create, already how to create jobs and positions and departments also. I'm going to create quickly again. Let's create this data. Okay, let's create this data. I'm going to create 3 jobs, consultant, manager, and director, and as well as 3 positions also. I'm going to create 3 positions also. And we need a department as well. We'll create a department and later we'll create some sample employees. Procurement, workforce structure, departments. First, I'm creating a department. I'm going to create a procurement department here. $47K procurement department. Okay, I just entered the department name. Next. And then click on the submit button. Next, we have to create the jobs. Okay, I'll create jobs from here. So the jobs are like consultant, manager, director. Okay, we'll create these three jobs. What is 7K? Consultant. What is the level of this job? I'm entering the level as 10. Job level as 10. That's it. Submit. Next, manager. I'm entering level as 20. Next, director, job. Level as 30. Okay, I created jobs. Now, I'll create positions now. I'm not sure about the navigation for the positions. I always navigate like this from the global search. Manage positions. I'm going to create 3 positions now. Click on create. Business unit. I'm using the demo instance. So in the demo instance, I don't have my enterprise structure. I don't have my company structure. That's why I'm using the vision company structure. Vision company structure. Okay. And what is 7K? Procurement consultant. Okay. And click on the next button. And here you see department and job are mandatory. Department and job are mandatory. So we create a department. I'm going to assign the department to this position. And I'll assign the job also now. Okay, department and job, and submit. And we'll create one more position now. Procurement manager, right? The next position. Procurement manager and department and job. Okay. And one more position. Okay, director. Submit. Okay, I created 3 positions also. Now we'll create hierarchy. Now we'll create hierarchy, nothing but which position reports to which position. We'll create that hierarchy now. Okay. So same. So the hierarchy is called as a tree. You see here. Main is position tree. So I'm navigating to this task. Main is position tree. And click on create. First of all, we have to create a tree. And then later we have to create a tree version. We have to create a tree version. Under that, we have to add the nodes. So this is the structure. And then after that, we have to set the status to active and then compile. So this is what we are going to do now. First, I'm going to create a tree. That's it. Enter the name and then code. That's it. Just click on next and then again click on the next and submit. So in the tree, we enter just name and code. That's it. And select the tree. Under the tree, create a tree version. Under the tree, create a version. I'm creating version number 1, V1. I'm entering it as V1. And start date is, let it be today date. The start date of this tree. And then click on the next. So here we have to add the positions here. We have to add the positions here. I have already created positions, right? So I can click on the plus button. If you want to create a positions here, you can click on the create button to create new positions. But I have already created positions. I'm clicking on the plus button. So search for the position that we have created. So what is the top position? Out of these 3, what is the top position? Director is the top position. So I'm selecting the director and select the director and click on the add button. So who is below to the director? Who is below to the director?
Manager.
Okay, click on select and click on add. And now click on manager. Who is below to the manager? Let's add that position. Consultant. Okay. So now if you expand and see, the consultant is reporting to manager, manager is reporting to the director. So this is how we need to create the hierarchy of the positions. Consultant, manager, director. We have to add the top position and followed by the bottom positions. Okay. So here I created a tree and then later tree version I created. Nodes, nothing but the positions. Nodes, nothing but the positions. So add the positions. So add the positions and after that activate the tree version and compile it. Okay. Click on the submit button. And so go to actions. So select your tree, go to actions and click on set status to active. Set the status to active. So select the version. Under this tree, we can create multiple versions also. I created only one version. Okay. So what is the status of this version? Draft. So I'm gonna make the status to active. So select the tree version and make the status to active. And for that, you have to click on online audit button. Online audit button. Okay. And now the status change it to active. After that, we have to do flattening. We have to do flattening. In the flattening, two options are there: column flattening and row flattening. The difference between column flattening and row flattening. So whatever the positions that we created, these positions is going to sit in the table. All our data is going to sit in the tables, right? So these positions has to sit in the row wise or column wise in the table. These positions has to sit column wise or row wise in the table. That is decided by this flattening. You can do either column flattening or row flattening. I don't see a big difference. I don't see really a big difference. You can do any flattening, column flattening or row flattening. So if you do row flattening, the positions are going to sit like a row in the table. And if it is column, like a column in the table. Okay. So I'm doing the column flattening. Okay, and then click on online flattening button. Active, and then do the flattening. Okay, so this is how I created a position hierarchy. So any questions still here? Please respond.
No, Krishna. All good.
Okay. Now we have to assign these positions to the employees. Right now, any employee assigned to these positions? No, we will assign. Okay, so see here. The fourth step is assign job and position to the employee. Okay, we have to create an employee for that. Now let's create the employees in the application. Okay. Okay, I'll create these folks as an employees in the application. I'm creating the employees from the screen because the screen it will ask us less details, and we can create employee very quickly. So the company, under which company they are working. So under vision company structure, US one is one legal entity, one legal company, and the BU is US BU. and the job. I'm assigning consultant job. And the department. What is the department? Procurement. So am I able to assign the position in the screen? No. We'll assign later. Okay. In another screen, we'll assign. Okay. I just able to assign job and department. Okay. Let this employee create. Okay. US1 legal entity and US1 business unit, and the job, manage the job, and department, same department. All of them are under the same department. Okay. Now we have to add the positions. Okay, we'll add positions from another screen. My client groups and person management. Even the real-time instances are not fast like this demo instance. And this is really fast today. I don't know. Okay, I created these 3 employees. Okay, I'll update their I'm updating their employee record. I'm assigning a position to them. Action reason. Ravi, these are all the activities that can be performed from the core picture.
Oh, okay.
Demotion, job change, location change, promotion, probationary period, suspend, working hours change, transfer. Okay, now I'm selecting the promotion and click on action. Okay, and then I would like to assign the position. Position also should have given in the manage user screen itself. Just for position, we are coming to the screen. So I think I opened Rajesh account, right? Okay, I have assigned position. Okay, there is a synchronization. The synchronization is nothing but to the position we assign job, right? If you select yes, the same job get assigned here. And if you select no, you can assign any other job. Do you want the job to be synchronized from the position or no? Save it. And then submit. Click on the review button. Creating the testing data is itself taking a lot of time. And click on the submit button. So similarly, for other employees also, we'll assign the position. Action and update. And position. So recently used values are coming on the top. Consultant, manager, and submit. Okay. Now we have to configure the approval rules. Okay. If you verify for these 3 employees, automatically the user account also get created, right? Okay, see, automatically the username got created. This is the username. Okay, but we don't need anything from this here. So I'm going to create approval conditions from the procurement, approval management, and purchasing approvals. And in the last session, we enabled 2 stages, pre-approval stage and approval stage. Okay, what is there in the pre-approval stage? The same requester. We are sending a FI notification to the requester. Okay. And I used serial number 3, I think, not serial number 1. I'm disabling it. I'll go to the serial number 3 itself. I created a couple of rules here. So here what I've done, if the PO amount less than 100K, first rule is auto approve. And coming to the second rule, we forward it to the supervisor. Okay. Here we forward it to the supervisor. So now I wanted to forward. I can also add action to also. Okay. Let me click on the add action. Action 2 I'm adding, and approval required, yes. And this time I'm routing to the position hierarchy. I'm routing to the position hierarchy this time. And select the hierarchy that you created. Select the hierarchy that you created. Okay. And the hierarchy should start from the requester position. I'm selecting the requester position. Okay, I'm going to select either Rajesh or Manish as a requester of the PO. And how many levels? 1 level. The approval should go to the next position and 1 level approval. That's it. Who is the top position in the hierarchy? What is the top position in the hierarchy? Director. Okay, select the top position here. And include all approvals. So this is I already explained. Do you as part of this configuration? So do you want to add all approvers, or do you want to add only? Do you want to trigger only the last approver, or first and last approver? Okay. So this option is available in case of job level hierarchy and in case of position hierarchy. Okay. So clear, right? The configuration is clear.
Yes, Krishna.
So I have added action 1 is supervisor hierarchy and action 2 is position hierarchy. Okay. We can also configure like this and then deploy, enable the stage. It's fine after deployment also we can enable the stage. Because if you deploy from here, it's going to deploy all the stage rules. I can enable after deployment also, not an issue. Okay. Click on done. Now let's create a PO. Let's create a PO. Okay. Anyone change the password? See Brown. Always use this password on. Procurement, purchase orders. Okay, so the second rule that we configure is for the position hierarchy, right? The second rule, approval amount is between 100 to 500K. Let me just cross check. It's between 100 to 500K. So I have entered the PO amount as 200. So it's gonna trigger this particular rule. Okay. And let me see. In the demo instances, the position hierarchy is not working properly. I mean, in some instances it works, in some instances it won't work. Let me see the behavior in this instance. Mhm. Okay, it is showing the error. Yeah, of course, we have not entered the requester, right? Did we enter requester? No. Okay, so requester field should not be blank as per our pre-approval stage. Okay, let's enter the requester. It failed in the first stage of the tool itself. Okay, I am entering the Rajesh as the requester. So click on the manage approvals. Okay, good, it's working. It worked. So I don't know, I do the same configuration. In some instances it works and in some instances it won't work. In some batches, I'm unable to show this. The position hierarchy. I think Ravi, if you remember in your batch also, it didn't work.
Yes.
I don't know the reason. In some instances it works. Some instances it won't. This is the pre-approval stage. So we are sending FI notification to the requester, correct? And here, this is the next stage, approval stage. So this is as part of the action one. As part of the action one, we are sending to the buyer manager. Supervisor hierarchy. Action one is supervisor hierarchy, right? Buyer manager. Who is the buyer manager? Anita Kennedy. And this is as part of the action two. Action two. What is action two? Action two is
Position hierarchy.
yeah. Action two is position hierarchy. As per the position hierarchy, requester next position. Who is the requester? Rajesh. So Rajesh is under which position? Procurement consultant. And who is the next position of the Rajesh? Procurement manager. Clear? Do you need any clarity, team? Is it clear?
Yes, Krishna.
Action one. Everybody clear? Action one, buyer manager. Who is the buyer? Casey Brown is the buyer. So buyer manager is Anita Kennedy. This is supervisor hierarchy. And this is position hierarchy. In the position hierarchy, what I selected, I want the position to be, this is, the approval should goes to the requester position, next position. Who is a requester here? Procurement consultant. So procurement consultant is the requester, and we are seeking the approval from the procurement manager. Okay. So did you observe one difference with the supervisor hierarchy and position hierarchy here? Did you observe one difference?
It asks for all approval
Here.
here.
So in case of supervisor hierarchy, it is displaying the person name. But in case of position hierarchy, is it displaying the person name? It is displaying the position. So this is one disadvantage with the position hierarchy. Because if I don't remember or if I don't know which employee assigned to this position, suppose see I created this PO, okay, and I wanted to see who is going to approve my PO. Okay, if I click on this, what I'm going to see, I'm going to see the positions. If I'm following the position hierarchy, I'm going to see the positions, and I don't know which employee is assigned to this position. Maybe I joined recently, or maybe I forgot. So in this case, how can I follow up with them? And how will I come to know who is going to approve it, basically? So this is one of the disadvantages with the position hierarchy. So this you can explain to the client before your configuration itself, because it happened with me. After I configure position hierarchy, when I'm demonstrating to the client does not like this behavior. The client wants the employee name should be displayed here. Then from position hierarchy, he changed his mind to the supervisor hierarchy. So to save your time, better you explain to the client initial itself. In case of position hierarchy, you won't see the position names in the approval in the manage approval screen. You'll see only the position names, not the employee names. If the client is saying, no, I don't want like that, then better you suggest something else, some other hierarchy.
Or else, if there is only one manager is available in that particular client, okay, instead of using 47K
So generally,
manager,
good.
instead of 47K procurement in bracket, if we mention the name, so that name will also be enabled, right?
So today you're gonna mention the name beside to the position, and later the employee is gonna change. So some other employee is gonna occupy the same position. Then again you have to update the position name. Mhm.
Yeah, correct.
So, and also one position can be assigned to multiple employees also. One position can be assigned to more than one employee.
Correct.
Mhm. There is no workaround for this problem. This is the behavior with the position hierarchy. It won't display the employee names. It will display position names only. Okay.
If we raise a ticket to the Oracle, then will they solve the issue?
No, it's gonna be an enhancement request.
Okay.
An enhancement request in the sense they may provide this capability in next releases.
Okay.
Okay, and you don't know by when they will provide this feature to you. Okay, they have other enhancement requests are in the pipeline. They work based on the priority.
Okay.
So if this is really a critical one, they can give you in 6 months time or 3 months time. But as per Oracle, this is not a critical enhancement.
Got it. Thank you.
And I'm seeing the same behavior from starting of the product. Okay, it didn't change. Okay, clear with the position hierarchy. And in case of position hierarchy, to our employees, did I assign any manager? To our employees, did I assign any manager? No, I didn't assign any manager to our employees. So if I assign manager, you can use a supervisor hierarchy. I didn't assign any manager. If you assign manager, also not a problem. You can assign manager. Clear?
Yes, Krishna.
Yes, Krishna.
So after so many months, the position hierarchy worked for this batch. I think I should keep this recording, and then I can assign this recording to the other batches also. Okay, what else? What are the other hierarchies? Approvals is important thing. That's why I'm spending a lot of time. So almost we spent 8 hours or 9 hours so far. So almost 10 hours I'm spending on the approvals itself. Next is job level hierarchy team. Next is the job level hierarchy. So in case of job level hierarchy, it's going to work based on simply the job. It works based on the job, that's it. Based on the job and level of the job. So that's it. Job and then level. And you can assign these jobs to the employees. So you can assign this job to the employees. And it works based on the level of the job. So Mr. A, next job is manager. And how the system is going to identify manager is the next job, it will identify based on the level. So here the level is 10 and here the level is 20. Suppose if you enter 5 here, then it will consider after consultant job, director job is the next level. It's going to consider like that. Application simply works based on the level of the job. Okay. Configuration is same. Like if you want, you can create 3 jobs and assign these 3 jobs to the employees. So you see here, create a job and enter the job level and assign the job to the employee and configure approvals. Configure approvals and then create either PO or requisition according to that and verify the approvals. Verify the approvals. And in case of job level hierarchy, so here I'm selecting same requester, the approval should start from the requester job. And in the job level, so how many levels it should go? Suppose if you are expecting, suppose in this example, Mr. A is the requester of the PO. Mr. A is the request of the PO. Suppose if I enter 1 here, it goes to how many levels? It goes to whose approval?
Mr. B approval.
Mr. B. Okay, if I enter 2 here, if I enter 2 here,
Mr. B and Mr. C.
Mr. B and Mr. C. Okay, and here, when you see this field name, minimum job level, don't enter like here, the exact job level, like 10, 20, 30, don't enter that here. So don't confuse by looking at this label name. Okay. So maybe you might think like you have to enter the level of the job here. No, it's not the level of the job. You're going to enter how many persons or how many levels of approval you need. 1 level approval or 2 level approval or 3 level approval. You enter like this. Okay. If I enter 3 here, as per this configuration, suppose if Mr. A is a requester, then who has to approve? Who has to approve? I entered 3 here and Mr. A is the requester. Then who is going to approve?
Mr. B, Mr. C, and above.
So do we have anything above on Mr. C
No,
as per our configuration?
no.
No, right? It will throw error. It will throw error because we entered 3 here and we want that the 3 level approval is required. But as per our hierarchy, you see only 2 level are there on top of Mr. A. So this is going to fail. Suppose if I select like this, then who is going to approve?
A, B, C.
Who is going to approve? A, B, C. Okay. And top worker in the hierarchy is nothing but enter some employee name randomly. Enter some employee name randomly. Can you please try with the job hierarchy? Can you please try with the job hierarchy?
Sure.
So please try job hierarchy on your own. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions, please ask me. Do you think any confusion, any question, please ask me now. No, right? So create a job and then enter the level of the job and then assign jobs to the employees and configure your approvals according to that. And create the PO or whatever requisition based on your configuration and verify the approvals. And also, when creating the PO and in the approval rules also, why I have selected the approval should start from the requester position, because I can also set up the approval should start from the buyer position. Okay. So if I have to make Rajesh as a buyer, and I should create a procurement agent setup for Rajesh, and I should also need to assign buyer role, and we have to create a PO from Rajesh. To avoid all those steps, I configured the requester approval. If I set up buyer approval, suppose buyer manager approval like KC Brown, then I have to do procurement agent setup for Rajesh, right? Already for creating the test data, we spent almost 40 minutes of time. So to avoid that, I've not made Rajesh as a buyer. I'm using the Rajesh as a requester. I don't know how many you understood this point. Anyone understood this point?
Yes,
No?
understood. Yes.
Suppose here, so if I configure, anyone understood or no? I selected requester position. Suppose if I select buyer position, then I should make Rajesh as a buyer. To make Rajesh as a buyer, procurement agent configuration is required. Hmm?
Correct.
Got it, Krishna.
Okay, so I'll continue tomorrow. Team. Any questions, please? Any questions, please? Okay, thank you all. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.